So just about set now, getting the nod on the mound, Noah Cameron. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Paul Goldschmidt leading things off and takes a strike. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Trent Grisham, the next to hit, takes outside. Grisham, a guy that understands the strike zone. One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses, and a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Fastball is outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup and missed the spot.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
So a man at first. Aaron Judge, the next to hit. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Bellinger up to hit.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two on, 1 out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Out there to center. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, And starting in this one, Max Fried having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there.
1-2.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now one away.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive. And that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table and you can't make contact.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Bellinger snags it for the second out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Vinny Pasquantino.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Michael Garcia stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. 2 out, space is empty. Just missed. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's in the dirt. Three and two. The pitch is outside and ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or an into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it. When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Foul ball. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Let's go, Vinny. Ball 2.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Step off throw to first. Garcia back on a dive. That one close, ruled the ball. And the count is 3-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a pitch. And it's fouled away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two outs. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score. Grisham gets it back in quickly, and the lead runner has to hold on a second.
Well, that worked out as good as it could have. We mentioned the RBI opportunity with the runner moving on the 3-2 pitch, and he cashed in by finding a hole in the outfield. You know, that takes a little extra concentration in the box because of the movement on the base paths. Easy to get distracted, so that was a really nice job there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next offering misses. 1-2 the count.
2 strikes.
Freed out of the stretch, fires.
2-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Way inside. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. KC gets one on the double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. Cameron back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Chisholm goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
That one hammered center field. That's back. Off the batter's iron, gone. Home run number 10 on the year, and we're level. It's 1-1.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Dominguez getting ready to hit. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Base hit, center field. just kind of sliced that one into center.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. And that misses. 1-1. Tied up here in the early going. To the right side. The turn by Garcia at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
So digging in, Austin Wells. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here at the top of the second. And there's the strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Two down, nobody on. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Next offering is down low. He goes down looking. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the second. And here's the veteran outfielder, Mark Canha. Max Fried will go to work. Swinging a foul straight back. A little bit low.
No. One ball, one strike.
And that one missing low. That's in there. 2-2 now.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Misses outside, and now it's 3-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And now the first baseman, Jack Caglione. First offering, and it just misses. Canha on at first, nobody out. Next one is off the plate, and the count is 2-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
One strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that look.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Next offering is downstairs.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And that one is inside. On the ground, right side. LeMahieu tosses to first.
That's an out.
Inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. All tied 1-1. And we're back. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction and dive, knock that ball down. And big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. He reached out a walk his first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. And it is 2-1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
One gone, runner at first. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Man at first, one away. Outside.
Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
2 on, 1 out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Two on, 1 out. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Drew Waters stands in. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me, back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Dominguez pulls it down, 1 up, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
India batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
There's the strike. Out to center. Grisham settles under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Anthony Volpe. That one found hard the other way. Up and in, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Upstairs, ball 1. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball. And that is out of play. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Go ahead run on base. Jason Dominguez now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Chisholm, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Runner, yes,
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second and great jump. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Sit him down. Two.
In the dirt. Chisholm up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
One away with a runner at third. This one in the air, right field. Pasquantino makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 2-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-0. Two outs. Foul ball there. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Pasquantino makes the grab, and that is that. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the Yankees 2 and the Royals 1. Back here in Kansas City, and here is Michael Garcia. That one fouled off.
Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Doubled his first time up. That one inside, and that is ball one.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And another ball. Good hitters count the 2-0. Fouled off. He was late. The Yankees up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. The other way. That's a base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Salvador Perez. First time up was a pop out. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Little chopper rolls foul. In the dirt, but kept close. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
On a line. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Canna in the box now. Takes strike one.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that skips in the dirt.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Cameron back to work. Wells, in his second season, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Next pitch inside, and the count now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next offering upstairs. Late swing, foul to the left. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Noah Cameron departs, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Michael Lorenzen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So the batting order turns over. Here is Goldschmidt. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cole Reagans, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. And a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2.
In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Canna makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now back, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. A walk, and he's also singled. Tap foul at the plate. Wells stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Just missed. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner on at third. 1 gone. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Fought off foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Missed with a changeup. It's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hammer, base hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1. Well, wore him down after an extended plate appearance. It ends with a knock.
At that point in at bat for a hitter, when you've seen that many pitches, you've gotten a look, you've fouled off pitches, so the confidence level is extremely high, and it seems like when you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Judge up for the third time here, watches that one miss. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Throw into third, in there safely.
Back-to-back singles, just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. 2 on, 1 out.
No.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Not even close there. 2-1. Fastball is outside.
Full count.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Now 2-2. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
So 2 down now, and here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered in this game. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. it's even up. Right through there for a strike. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Oh, he hit him, and that brings home a run. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
0-1.
Yankees up by 3. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And ball 1.
1-2.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 6-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Michael Lorenzen out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. A new pitcher in the game, Steven Cruz.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
First and second, 2 outs. DJ LeMahieu stepping in now for the Yankees.
1-0.
This one in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 6 and the Royals 1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Jack Caglione. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one's in there. Now 2-1. That one is upstairs.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The catcher, number 34, Freddie.
And next up for the Royals, Freddie Fermin. Grounded out his first time.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No balls. One strike.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike two. Runner at first with no outs here. Just outside. And the count 1-2. In the dirt. To second, and he's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
One down, base is empty. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Drew Waters. Fly to left his first time. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Now at the plate, Jonathan India, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
Hey. 1-1.
Waters on at second with 2 down.
Ball 2. 2 balls. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just misses with that one. Bobby Witt Jr. to bat next. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger sizing it up. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Top of the 6th inning, and now Austin Wells.
28, Austin Wells.
Line to left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Inside, just missed.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
2-1.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Canna makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Now here's Trent Grisham.
Put together a great at-bat last time. Really battled. Ended up with the base hit.
Ball one there.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
One away with a runner at third, and we're in the top half of the sixth. What a stop. The throw, run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Judge waits. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses. 3-1. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. Fouled off left side.
Finish him.
Got him. Third out, that ends the frame. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Yankees 7 and the Royals 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and now Bobby Witt Jr.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Hit in the air, right field. Bellinger makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 11.
Michael Garcia will hit next. He is struck out, and he is walked. Right through there for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The right fielder, number 9.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino. And that one misses up and in. 1-0.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
In the air, right side. Reaching for it and brings it in. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach.
No strike.
I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
2-0 the count.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
He
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The other way, and he beats the shift, and it's through for a hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
The bat, number 11.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Now one missed. And that one is in for a strike. Bellinger aboard here at first with nobody out. And that misses off the outside edge. In the air, right field. Pasquantino on the move. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit. Nice stop. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is off the wall. Chisholm around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Tapped softly on the ground. Witt zips it to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 8 and the Royals 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Salvador Perez digs in now.
The designated hitter, Salvador Perez.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Leiter, pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, for a manager, when you can have that one special arm in the bullpen that you know is just reliable, tell you what, that makes his job a whole lot easier to manage a ball club.
And as a hitter, are you thinking swing from pitch 1?
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm trying to recognize what's he got today. What's he going to throw? How's he going to come at me? Try to get as much intel as you possibly can to give yourself a chance to succeed.
Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Here's Mark Canha. A strikeout and a walk.
No.
The Yanks up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. One down, base is empty. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Up next for the Royals.
So up now for Kansas City, Jack Caglione. 1 for 2. In there for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Short hop liner handled it short. What a play. Inning over. Nothing doing for the Royals. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here in Kansas City, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Cruz back to work. Popped up. India makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. There's a strike. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Goldie leads off first with one away. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Outside low, 2-1. Upstairs.
1 strike.
Double play ball to second. Glove flip for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Royals 1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, on to the bottom of the 8th, and to the plate for Kansas City, Freddie Fermin. Swings through that.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. And a good eye there.
Two.
There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Drew Waters getting ready to hit. That's in there. And that is strike 1. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2. Stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Down the right field line. That's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Double play ball to second. They put the tag on him. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Yankees 8 and the Royals 1. Cole Reagans gets the ball now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch just misses. And another ball. That one misses, and now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Fastball for a strike. That one misses, so leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Angel Serpa, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Schreiber, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
Nobody out, runner at first. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just off the outside edge. And that's in the dirt. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, no strike.
And a foul ball. Judge leads off first with 1 away. Pitch misses,
3-1.
and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fly ball down the line. Pasquantino on his way over and makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
And now here is Jason Dominguez. First pitch misses. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the frame. Yanks strand a pair, and it remains an 8-1 game.
Now pitching for the
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Ryan Yarbrough.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So digging in, Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Misses off the inside. Ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And it skips in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missing inside. On a line, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Fastball for a strike. The Yankees up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Foul ball still 0-2. Check swing of the 0-2. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The right fielder, number 9, Vinny.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
The Royals with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Witt around second. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Next is the designated hitter, Salvador Perez. And that's outside.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
A little bit low.
That's the ball.
Witt, the runner at third. Pasquantino over at first with one away. That's a strike. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.